Resisting junk food is something that many people have a very hard time with. In this video, I will explain what I consider the best way to teach yourself not to give in to your junk food cravings. Actually, you might even stop having the cravings altogether. Welcome, I'm Stavros Mastrogiannis, the founder of the Live Your Way Thin system, an unconventional approach to weight loss that helps people lose weight for life by reconnecting them to the 5 ancient habits that most modern societies have forgotten. First, let me explain what I mean by junk food. My definition of junk food is any food that is highly processed, high in refined carbs like white flour and sugar, has little or no nutritional value, and is eaten for the sheer pleasure of it. Examples of junk food includes, but not limited to, cakes, ice cream, donuts, cookies, milkshakes, high sugar salad dressings, many dips, soda, candy, desserts, chips of any kind, and most alcoholic drinks. By the way, merely adding vitamins to a food, it does not take it off the list of junk food. Notice, pizza and burgers did not make the list. Just because a food is high in fat does not make it a junk food. In Greece, we used to eat the skin of the pig, which was 100% fat, and we did not have any weight problem. If you learn to eat by paying attention to the signals from your body, you will see that fat will not have any effect on your weight or health. But that's a conversation for another video. One of the things that most diets have in common is that they want you to eat certain foods and completely eliminate others, usually junk food. One of the reasons why most diets fail is because they don't take into account human psychology. Have you ever watched a child play with one toy while ignoring another one lying nearby? As soon as another child picks up the other toy, all of a sudden the first child wants it also. It's in human nature to want what we can't have. Therefore, trying to eliminate junk food only makes us want it even more. And let's face it, junk food does taste good. One of the reasons people have such a hard time not eating junk food is because of the advice that they get from most nutritionists. They tell them to eliminate all junk food from their diet so they can lose weight fast. Most people do exactly that, and they do lose weight. However, since we often want what we can have, it's only a matter of time before we give in to the inevitable craving. When we do, we say to ourselves, oh well, I cheated already, I feel guilty anyway, so I might as well have all the junk food that I want today, and tomorrow I'll be extra good to make up for today. You know the excuses that I'm talking about. That is how binge eating starts, by the way. The fear of not being able to have certain foods can cause us to binge on that food. So you see, by simply saying no to junk food, all we do is make ourselves want it even more. Yes, there are some people who can simply say no to junk food, but those people are the exception. If it was that easy to give up on junk food, the junk food industry would be out of business by now. In Greece, we had our fair share of junk food with no major consequences to our health. Why? There are a few reasons, but one of them is because junk food was special. We did not have it all the time, and when we did, most of the time we were hungry. When you eat only when you are hungry, at least most of the time, your body is better able to deal with not so healthy food. And again, that is a conversation for another video. So my advice is not to try to eliminate junk food, but make it special and have it only on the weekends and special occasions. By doing that, you will find it much easier to resist junk food because knowing that you can have junk food on the weekends, it's easier to resist during the week. Over time, you will find that even on the weekends, you will not be having that much junk food anyway, but let it happen naturally. Don't force it. My other advice is don't eliminate junk food from your house. You want to learn to control yourself, not your environment. Because if, let's say, you eliminate junk food from your house, but you're at the office and somebody brought your favorite junk food, you will have a very hard time resisting. That is why I always tell my clients to learn to control themselves, not their environment. Yes, it will take a little practice keeping junk food in your house and not having it during the week, but, and I'm talking from personal experience, by the way, it will worth the effort. Now, If you have a strong craving, just remind yourself that you have no choice. You don't eat junk food during the week, and then remind yourself that you can indulge in that junk food that you're craving on the weekend when you can have it guilt-free. Think about it. What is the point of having it now and feeling guilty right after? How much pleasure will you have from the junk food if you have it now? 1 minute of pleasure and then followed by hours of regret? Is it really worth it? Trust me when I tell you, junk food tastes much better when you eat it guilt-free on the weekends. Now, as far as cravings go, keep in mind that cravings get their power from you dwelling on them. When you dwell on the craving, you're basically asking yourself this question: what excuse can I come up with so I can eat my junk food? If you dwell on the craving long enough, you will come up with a perfect excuse to give in and have your junk food. The best way to resist cravings is to change the questions that you ask in your head and give yourself no choice, like I mentioned earlier. So, for example, let's say it's Wednesday and you're craving a nice piece of cake, chocolate cake. Instead of dwelling on it, remind yourself that it is Wednesday and you don't eat junk food during the week. There is no choice. Besides, what is the point of eating the cake now and then feeling guilty about it? Wouldn't the cake taste much better if you waited and have it on the weekend guilt-free? Then ask yourself this question: what else can I do instead of eating the cake that does not involve food? Here are some of the ideas my clients have come up with. You can take a walk. You can have some water with or without lemon. You can play a game on your smartphone. You can meditate for 5 minutes. You can watch a YouTube video. The key is to keep asking yourself, what else can I do instead every time you have a craving for junk food during the week? You might not come up with the answer right away, but sooner or later, you will start to come up with some great ideas. I've used this method personally, and I went from having junk food every day to now having junk food only once in a while, and I no longer have any cravings. And by the way, I keep all my favorite junk food in my house, and I have no issue whatsoever with it, and my kids don't have an issue either. I use the same technique with my clients, and it has worked for them really well also. Obviously, cutting down on junk food by making them special is only part of the solution to sustainable weight loss. If you would like to learn all 5 essential behaviors for sustainable and healthy weight loss and how to make them completely habitual, check out my Live Your Way Thin online coaching system. If you're interested and you would like to learn more, I have included a link in the description of this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, hit the like button to let me know that you enjoyed it. Comment below if you want me to cover something specific, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button below so you never miss a video. Also, I would greatly appreciate it if you share this video with your family and friends to help me spread the truth on how sustainable weight loss and good health can be achieved. Thank you.